Have you ever tried to budget or save money or even started investing, but nothing seems to stick? Maybe you do great for a month, maybe 2 months, and then life happens, an emergency happens, and suddenly you're back at square one. If that sounds familiar, then this video is for you. Because the truth is, most people don't need one quick tip or some piecemeal money management tip to help improve their system. What they really need is a financial reset. What I mean is taking a step back, wiping the slate clean, so that you can start building a money system that works for you and not against you. In this video, I'm gonna share a list of 9 quick things that you can do as part of your financial reset if you're ready to transform your finances. For those new here, I'm Lissa. I'm a personal finance expert and a certified financial planner. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through how to completely reset your finances so that you can feel confident and in control. Before we dive into that reset checklist, I actually want to share something important because this has been about 2 years in the making. If you've been struggling to figure out your finances, or you've tried piecing things together on your own, watching YouTube videos, reading books, and you still feel stuck, I created Hello Money Bootcamp for you. It's a step-by-step program, a self-paced course where I guide you through the exact system that I use with coaching clients, from setting your goals to organizing your accounts to understanding basic financial concepts like debt, credit, investing, insurance, etc. And altogether, I think it's like a personal reset button on your finances. It's a course with video lessons, but there are also 10 exercises that make sure throughout the course, you're not just learning, but you're actually doing. You're actually making changes on your finances. For my early supporters, I'm giving you $50 off for a limited time if you join the course before the end of this month when this video drops, October 2025. Thank you guys for letting me share that with you. Now, let me give you that checklist of 9 different ways you can reset your finances starting today. Number 1. Review where you are at. Start with a full financial audit. I'm talking about bust out your notepad and a pen, or do it on your computer or your notes app. List out every financial related account you have. Checking accounts, savings accounts, credit cards, retirement accounts, loans, investments, insurance policies, every benefit you get at your job. Sometimes just writing everything down in one place is the reset that you need, because it's going to be hard to make decisions and make changes to what you can't see clearly. As you'll see, once we start going through the rest of this list, once you start thinking about like, oh, what accounts do I need for that goal or this, or what do I not need anymore? It's going to be so much easier when you can see it all in one place and have a bigger picture view of your financial life. Me, I'm a spreadsheet girly, so I tend to do this kind of stuff in spreadsheets, but I think it could be a fun exercise to light a candle, play some music, and start just writing out everything you have, going through all of your documentation, all of your accounts, so that you can get it all in one place. Step number 2, define your goals and values. If you're an OG on my channel, you know I'm always talking about values and being aligned. So I don't want you to just say, I want more money, or I want to be out of debt, or I want to save more. Those are great goals, but I want you to ask yourself, what do I want my money to do for me? And more importantly, why does it matter to me? When you do a financial reset and when you start overhauling your money system, this reset is only going to stick if your goals align with your values. If you have alignment, you will find motivation to stick to your plan and to execute it, as opposed to falling off after a couple weeks or a couple of months. Step number 3, organize by timelines. Talk about this over and over again. But once you have an idea of what those goals are that you want related to finances, I want you to start thinking about, what does that mean in terms of when will I need the money? Current needs are the things you need for your day-to-day living expenses, your rent, your utilities, your groceries. Then you want a bucket for emergencies. This is a special type of bucket where you save towards your emergency fund, and then once it's there, it's done. You don't have to do anything else to it. I think most people should have emergency fund as a goal if you don't already have an emergency fund. And it's sort of an interesting timeline because there's no actual time frame of when you'll need it, right? You don't know if you'll need it 1 year from now or 5 years from now, but the point is you have it for emergencies. Then you have your short-term goals. We're talking about a few months to a few years out. It could be a big vacation. It could be moving. It could be saving for a down payment. And then you have your medium and long-term goals. These are bigger picture things that you are going to want and need later on in life that require money. Even if you're not exactly sure the exact date or the exact amount, you know that you want to retire someday, so you got to save for retirement. You know that you want to generally build wealth because you want to make sure you have a solid financial backing, financial cushion. And you might have longer term goals like starting a business, buying investment properties, things that you need money for, but you might not be able to do in the next few years. Once you start thinking about your goals in terms of timeframes, it's going to stop you from lumping everything together and always feeling like you're behind on everything. It helps you start compartmentalizing your goals according to time, which leads me to number 4 on the list. I want you to revisit or open the right accounts. The good thing about number 3 on the list, where you're starting to think about things in terms of timeframes, is that helps you determine where you keep that money, where you save that money, or if you actually want to end up investing that money. So there's not a one-size-fits-all system of how many checking accounts and savings accounts and investment accounts to have. But the goal here is to look at your goals and align it to where you're putting your money, what types of accounts and investments you have your money in. Number 5 on the list, as part of your financial reset, I think you should automate something small. I want you to pick one thing to automate, even if that is a $25 direct deposit into a savings account, or automate one bill payment. Make sure it's from an account that always has enough funds in it, but I want you to automate to prove you can do things for your finances consistently without thinking about it. Because once you get used to it and build this habit, it's gonna make your personal finances actually more enjoyable and motivating because you're not gonna have to spend all your time managing it. For example, for savings, if you build that habit, you're gonna look up one day and just see that you have 10K, 20K saved up as your emergency fund because you automated it. Number 6, I want you to create a monthly money date. Pick one day a month or every other week, whatever cadence works for you, and use that time slot to check in with your money. You can review your accounts. You can update your goals. You can check if you're on track, if anything needs adjusting. You can use that time to pay bills or review anything related to your finances that you've been putting off. This is going to help keep your financial reset going instead of it fading away and you falling off in a few months. Number 7, add one new source of financial inspiration. What I mean here is, besides just subscribing to me, which I hope you're subscribed already. If not, make sure you do that. I want you to learn from different sources. Follow a podcast. I have one. It's called NetNet Podcast if you're interested in that. But there are tons out there. Financial podcasts, YouTube channels, books, content creators, influencers, Instagrams, TikToks, anywhere where you are learning more about personal finance and how to build wealth. The more you surround yourself with people and voices that motivate you and that are like-minded, you're going to feel like you belong. You're going to feel like wealth is for you and that it is actually possible. I don't want a financial or money reset to be a one-time thing that you forget about tomorrow. I want you to consistently reinforce it. And that means surrounding yourself with it. Number 8, unlearn what no longer serves you. So this is not going to be a quick fix for some people, but it's simply something I want you to be mindful of. Some of us learned lessons about money and didn't even realize that that's not the norm or that it doesn't serve us anymore. Some of us had parents in households where our families overspent and spent too much. Some of us came from households where there was extreme frugality. Some of us were somewhere in the middle. We also heard a lot of messages about money.
Don't spend on that. Don't ever get debt. Debt's evil.
Or
don't outsource. Why would you pay someone to do that when you can do it yourself?
All of these things are money lessons, whether we like it or not, whether we realize it or not. I'm not saying you have to let go of all of it, but I want you to be mindful of what things still serve you and which ones don't. Because if something doesn't serve you anymore, it's time to create your own rules. You're an adult, you can create your own rules and live your own way. And finally, number 9 on the list for your financial reset, find a support system. Don't do this alone. Don't try to flip the script on your finances all alone. I know some people like to do that. I'm guilty of this. I've been guilty of this in the past. I like to move in silence and then make a bunch of moves, and then a couple of years later, I'm like, boom, hey everyone, look, I bought a house. Cool, that's one way to do it, but I think for motivation, it's nice to have some accountability. It doesn't have to be anything crazy or public. You don't gotta post about it online. But I think there is a lot of benefit to finding a friend, a partner, an accountability group where you have a community that is working on the same thing. If you want to start your community here with me in the YouTube comments, that's great too. And actually, if you guys are interested in me forming a community, it's something I've been thinking about for a long time. I just don't want to start it unless y'all are down to join it. So let me know in the comments if that's something of interest to you, and I'm happy to explore it. I simply think that having support is going to keep your financial reset going long after the initial motivation fades away. So here's the big takeaway. I want you to know that resetting your finances, overhauling them, starting a new system, you don't have to be perfect and you don't have to follow a rigid plan. I simply want you to create clarity, have some structure, and start building habits that help align your goals and your values with your actual financial system. If you've watched my previous videos, you might know that I used to live paycheck to paycheck. I used to be so stressed out about money. I used to be so unorganized. Unfortunately, it was me getting scared about a layoff and having really high financial anxiety that made me react and be reactive to fix my finances. I do not want that for you. Unfortunately, most people don't turn their finances around proactively. It usually happens because some big financial crisis occurs and they're like, okay, I got to change some things. I got to do something different. I would be so happy if you guys started your financial journey or improved it or made money moves now proactively when you're not in a financial crisis. You have the power to start that journey right now if you haven't already. So let's recap that checklist. Number 1, review where you're at. Do a financial audit. Number 2, define your goals and values. What are you working towards and what do you actually value in life? Number 3, organize your goals by timelines and timeframes. This will help you start organizing your actual financial system. Number 4, revisit or open the right accounts. Think about your different financial goals and think about where's the right place to put that money. Am I saving? Am I investing? Make sure it's according to your risk tolerance. Number 5, automate something small. If you don't have any automation already in your financial system, start with an automated savings or automated bill payment, something that helps you see you can learn to automate your whole system. Number 6, create a monthly money date, or it could be weekly or bi-weekly, but make sure you have a regular time that you set aside to working on your personal finances. 7, add a source of financial inspiration. Again, like I said, I'd love all of you to be subscribing to my channel, but I shouldn't be your only source of information. I think power comes when you have a few different sources you're learning from, because you'll start to see that there are different perspectives on this stuff, and you can start to gather and form your own perspective as well. Number 8, unlearn what no longer serves you. Again, you can't unlearn things overnight typically, but you can start to be mindful that you might hold on to some beliefs and thoughts about money that don't serve you. And finally, find your support system. An accountability partner, an accountability group, a friend, someone who might want to go on this journey as well for themselves, that you guys can check in and make sure you're staying on top of it. And if you're really ready to take your finances to the next level, definitely check out Hello Money Bootcamp. I put a lot of thought and effort into it. I didn't just scrap together a financial course. I actually ran 2 live versions to collect feedback, to collect data. I was really intentional with how I crafted it. So I hope you guys consider taking it if you're in a position where you are ready to pave the path towards wealth. This is going to get you started on that journey. I hope this video was helpful, and until next time, peace out.